So when you see a management fire do not report sign, some of the things that you may see are some very clear evidence of a fire that we're managing in the backcountry. For example, a smoke column. Very rarely, but possibly, you may actually see the fire burning down to the road. In those cases, we're probably going to have engines or fire crews, firefighters out there on the edge of the road actively watching that fire. Or we may put one of those signs out after we've ignited a prescribed burn, and it's going to continue to put out some smoke and maybe even a little bit of flame for a week or so after that burn. We may also put those signs out if we're doing fuels reduction projects like pile burning. In those cases, those are areas where we may not be able to allow fire to creep across the landscape, so we'll bring folks in with chainsaws and they'll pile a lot of that, cut and pile a lot of that material, and then we'll come back sometimes in the snow and burn those piles. And then after we complete those projects, we may have reduced the fuels enough where we can come back in and do a broadcast burn across that area. So those are some of the things that you may see. You may also see the helicopter flying around. Again, we take an active role in managing these fires, and so you may see the helicopter flying over it. You may see firefighters hiking in to look at the fuels out in front of the fire. You may see engines patrolling, watching the fire as well. There's many benefits to managing fire on the landscape, and one of those may be to reduce fuel so that a later fire doesn't burn as hot or as severe as it may have. Other benefits include habitat restoration for wildlife, for example, ecosystem restoration. The Sierra Nevada is a fire-adapted ecosystem, and we see lots of fire history on the landscape. And this is one of those ways of getting fire back on the landscape in a natural way that will benefit those plants that depend on fire, and in the long run improve wildlife habitat, hydrology, things like that. All those things come together as part of the ecosystem, and fire is a natural part of that ecosystem. So those are a few of the cases where you may see those management fire do not report signs, and that's what that means for you.